some information on that.
Yeah, I do.
They need to be done in this particular instance, so.
It's a timing issue. We did it with the primaries.
Yeah, been a long day of doing nothing. Sitting.
That's right.
Yeah, and if I don't keep my wits about me, I'll have to go to confession. What's that?
What they do now?
Yeah, we had a debate on the radio. So, yeah, Emily was like, you want to do this?
I haven't seen the paper today, so I have no idea.
Oh,
Do the general.
We screwed it up.
Oh,
Had a special session and they screwed up.
yep.
Right lane. I think I'm gonna go to the county.
remember you're on
and ask for a
TV.
refund.
There you go.
Are we gonna get dinged if we don't have enough withholding paid in
I
now?
don't know what's gonna happen with that.
I know.
Are you, Brad?
Good, man. Tired.
All right, everyone, welcome to the special North Platte City Council meeting here on Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. And we're starting a little late tonight at 6:30 rather than our usual 5:30. We are here in the City Council chambers calling the meeting officially to order. Angie, a roll call, please.
Here.
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 Wood.
Here. Barely. Welcome, everyone. A current copy of the Open Meetings Act of the State of Nebraska is located on the wall at the back of the council chambers, roughly above Officer Sitta's head. Good morning again. Yes. Okay. Anyway. Okay. We'll be working through the budget process here tonight, and we start out with a public hearing. This is a public hearing on the resolution setting the property tax rate for fiscal year 2024-2025. So I'm officially opening the public hearing. If anyone would like to make a comment on this subject at the public hearing, please come to the podium, state your name and your address, and we'll be happy to listen to your comments. Let's give it a good 15 seconds at least, since this is a requirement.
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Garrick, second by, was that you, Ed? Second by Reeker to close the public hearing. Calling the question on closing the public hearing. Oh no, the software looks different. Okay. Public hearing is now closed.
My name is
Oh, that's
misspelled.
weird.
We misspelled your name?
Yep. So can I still vote?
Yes, we know who you are.
Oh, sorry.
You can, but it doesn't count.
I'm going home.
Whose last name is Ron? I'll change them.
Okay, let's fix the names, but it's close enough we know who you are. All
Yeah.
right.
You and the sheriff.
Okay, that's right. All right, now council will now consider resolution setting the property tax, what? Pardon? We need to do this one first?
That's just a public hearing is one. We do four, actually passing the resolution on four.
Okay,
So we're moving on to a different list.
moving on to number 4.
Number, what? We do two now. That's all we did on one, was just the public hearing.
Oh, and no public hearings, so we move on. Oh. No
I need a
vote.
better set of instructions, you guys. Okay, so you want me to do number 2 now? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
For public hearing.
We are done with the public hearing, everyone. Thank you very much. Okay, number 2, adopt the resolution to approve an additional 1% budget authority for fiscal year 2024-2025.
Move to adopt the resolution to approve an additional 1% budget authority for fiscal year 2024-2025.
Second.
Motion by Garrick, second by Vols. Any discussion on item number 2?
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Lucas?
do we have any idea yet how the cap legislation ties back in with this particular item, or is that a discussion item for 6 to 9 months from now?
I think you should ask that question. Go ahead, Lane.
As far as we understand it, it could all change, and this may not be anything needed. This is kind of something we've done for numerous years, and we've never actually used the authority. It's just giving us some leeway, and so this may all be for not, but we just like it in case things don't change, because as Donna mentioned with what happened, we don't know what could happen.
Sure. No, that makes sense. Thank you.
Other questions or comments on item number 2? Calling the question on item number 2. Ed, did we get your name spelled correctly?
You did, thank
Okay,
you.
sounds good. Item number 2 is passed. Thank you,
Much better
everyone.
now.
Item number 3, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Action on ordinance number 4175 to adopt the budget statement and to appropriate city monies for fiscal year 2024-2025.
Mr. Mayor,
I need to read it,
okay.
please.
Thanks, Lane.
Ordinance number 4175, an ordinance of the mayor and council of the city of North Platte, Lincoln County, Nebraska, to adopt the budget statement to be termed the annual appropriation bill, to appropriate sum for necessary expenses and liabilities, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, providing for the effective date and publication thereof.
Mr. Mayor, I move to suspend the rules requiring 3 separate readings and approve ordinance number 4175.
Second.
Motion by Reeker, second by Lucas. And note that this would be approved in one vote. Any discussion on item number 3? As read. Seeing none, calling the question on item number 3, please. Item number 3 is passed. Item number 4, adopt the resolution setting the property tax rate for fiscal year 2024-2025.
Move to adopt the resolution setting the property tax rate for fiscal year 2024-2025.
Second.
Motion by Garrick, second by Flanders. Any discussion on item number 4? Seeing none, calling the question on item number 4, please. Item number 4 is passed. Are you ready? Item number 5, action on ordinance number 4176, approving North Platte's electric rates to be effective October 1, 2024. Lane, the ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 4176, an ordinance of the city of North Platte, Lincoln County, Nebraska, approving electric rates to be charged to the customers of the city of North Platte Electric Department, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, providing for the effective date and publication thereof in pamphlet form as provided by law.
Mr. Mayor, I move to suspend the rules requiring 3 separate readings and approve ordinance number 4176.
Second.
Motion by Reeker, second by Nisley. Any discussion on item number 5? Donna?
Thank you. I guess I'm just mainly interested in the residential, but is there an increase in that basic rate?
The customer charge, which is your basic meter charge, there's no change in that. It's only on the actual cost of electricity. It's 2.2% for the
Usage.
residential and 3.5% on the commercial. On all
Okay.
those. We did not change that base rate, just on the usage rate.
Okay, well, I didn't think it did. Okay, thank you.
Oh, Ed? Yeah, Ed, sorry.
So, thank you, Mr. Mayor. So Lane, didn't we have kind of maybe a long-term agreement with NPPD that locked our rates in at a specific rate? And are we at the end of that now, or?
We've had an agreement with them, and they are not projecting any rate increases for the coming year, but they're expecting some pretty large rate increases in a couple of years from now. And so we're trying to take some smaller ones incrementally instead of having a large increase on our customers in 2 or 3 years.
So I presume then we're going to be generating more income than our expenses.
We hope so.
Right. And so is there any plan? What's the plan to do with that extra money? I mean, it's one thing to anticipate a rate hike.
The plan is to use that to bolster about some of our reserves that we spent in the last couple of years because of our excess costs on transformers and just equipment, basically on our transformers. That's a lot of it. We've got a lot of transformers with the storm and stuff this year and everything. So it's basically to recoup those reserves that's been spent down.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to do it at a very small incremental rate instead of a huge increase later on down the road.
Okay, thank you.
Donna?
Thank you. I just have one more simple question, I'm sure. I notice these all say summer, winter. Are there dates, specifically dates for summer, winter?
Yes, winter goes into effect the 1st of October, and I believe
1st of May.
1st of May or 1st of June, one of the two is when the summer rates go into effect.
Okay. Thank
Seems
you.
like it's 8 months and 4 months, but I haven't checked for a while, Don. I apologize for that.
That's okay. Thank you.
Other questions or comments? Mr. Lucas?
Yeah, just a comment. You know, it would have been probably easy to just pick 2.5 or 3%, but I thought you did the right thing to kind of look at it surgically at each individual component. And I think it's just important to point out that the commercial customers taken on a larger increase than the residential, but with the amount of consumer inflation and everything there's been, I think that's a wise recommendation. So I appreciate the way you did that, Lane.
We looked at it a couple ways also because, we have larger discounts, I guess, for larger users. And so even though with a bigger percentage increase, it's still a lesser percent per kilowatt hour as well, or lesser amount per kilowatt hour. So it's kind of bringing those maybe a little bit more in line with each other, but there's some thought that went into that. So thank you, Ty.
Other questions or comments? Seeing none, calling the question on item number 5, please. Item number 5 is passed. Item number 6, action on ordinance number 4177 to adopt the salary schedule for fiscal year 2024-2025. Lane, the ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 4177, an ordinance of the mayor and council of the city of North Platte, Lincoln County, Nebraska, adopting a position classification plan for all city positions and allocating the several city positions to classes in the classification plan, repealing ordinance number 4147 and other ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, providing for the effective date and publication thereof in pamphlet form.
Thank you.
Move to suspend the rules requiring 3 separate readings and to approve ordinance number 4177.
Second.
Motion by Garrick, second by Reeker. Discussion on item number 6. Seeing none, calling the question on item number 6, please. Item number 6 is passed. Item number 7, third reading and action on to adopt ordinance number 4165 to rezone certain land from an A1 transitional agricultural district to a B2 commercial district located on South Buffalo Bill Avenue, north of West State Farm Road, consisting of approximately 2.59 acres. Lane, the ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 4165, an ordinance of the city of North Platte, Lincoln County, Nebraska, rezoning certain lands described as a tract of land located in part of Block 2, Glenfield's 3rd subdivision, Lincoln County, Nebraska, from an A1 transitional agricultural district to a B2 highway commercial district, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, providing for the effective date and publication thereof.
Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt ordinance number 4165 to rezone certain land from an A1 transitional agricultural district to a B2 commercial district located on South Buffalo Bill Avenue, north of West State Farm Road, consisting of approximately 2.59 acres on final reading.
Second.
Motion by Reeker, second by Garrick. Any discussion on item number 7? Mr.
Mayor,
Lucas?
just like to request to be removed from this item due to the potential for a conflict of interest.
Record show, Councilman Lucas recused himself from item number 7. Other questions or comments? Seeing none, calling the question on item number 7. Item number 7 is passed. Thank you, everyone. We've worked through our agenda pretty quickly this evening. I'm sure you're all excited to get home to watch what is going to be a very interesting presidential debate. Mr. Reeker.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Reeker, second by Bowles to adjourn. Calling the question on adjournment, please.
Short and sweet.
Motion is adjourned.
Short and sweet.
There is Husker volleyball as well. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week for our regular scheduled city council meeting.